Episode 105, Inflatable Furniture Follies.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the inflatable furniture. Or as I like to call it, the IKEA of the air. I mean, seriously, who came up with this brilliant idea? You know, I can just imagine the brainstorming session. Hey, you know what people really need? Furniture that deflates when you sit on it. I have to admit, I fell for the whole inflatable furniture trend once. I thought it would be a genius solution for small apartments. You know, just blow up a couch when you need it, and when you're done, deflate it and put it in a drawer. But boy, was I wrong. First of all, inflating these things should be an Olympic sport. I mean, you need the lung capacity of a blue whale just to get the darn thing filled up. And it's not like they come with a free air pump. No, you have to sit there huffing and puffing like you're trying to blow up a hot air balloon with a straw. And let's talk about the comfort level, shall we? Inflatable furniture is like sitting on a bouncy castle with a split personality. You never know if you're gonna sink right in or end up bouncing across the room like a human pinball. It's like playing a game of Russian roulette with your own posterior. But the best part is when you have guests over. You proudly offer them a seat on your inflatable sofa, trying to convince them that it's the latest trend in interior design. And what do? They look at you like you've lost your mind. It's the kind of look that says, "Are you serious? Am I supposed to trust this glorified beach toy with my delicate behind?" And don't even get me started on the sound effects. Every time you sit down, it's like you're auditioning for the lead role in a symphony of squeaks and farts. You can forget about having a romantic movie night. The only romance you'll experience is the slow deflation of your hopes and dreams as your date sinks into the abyss of an airless cushion. But hey, I guess inflatable furniture does have its advantages. Need an extra bed for unexpected guests? Just pull out the air mattress. Want to redecorate your living room in under a minute? Just pop. Deflated furniture equals instant minimalist chic. So, if you're up for a challenge and want to add an element of adventure to your life, go ahead and give inflatable furniture a try. Just remember to have a good lung capacity, a sense of humor, and a solid backup plan in case your guests end up sitting on the floor. Trust me, it's an experience you won't soon forget. So, let's talk about something that's been blowing up lately, and I mean that quite literally, inflatable furniture. Who would have thought we'd live in a time when we willingly bring bouncy castles into our living rooms? I mean, inflatable furniture is like the grown-up version of childhood dreams. Remember how we used to jump around on those big inflatable toys? Well, now we can do that while watching Netflix and eating pizza. But let's be real, inflatable furniture has its quirks. First of all, have you ever tried to assemble one of those things? It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. You start with a pile of plastic, a pump that sounds like a dying walrus, and a vague sense of regret. And let's not forget the great danger of inflatable furniture, the unexpected popping sound. One moment, you're sitting on a cushiony paradise, and the next, you're launched into the air like a potato in a cannon. It's like a surprise ejection seat for your butt. Oh, and let's talk about the comfort level. Inflatable chairs are the yoga pants of furniture. They promise comfort, but after 5 minutes, you're left questioning your life choices. It's like sitting on a vinyl-covered balloon. Your skin sticks to it, and you can't move without making a sound that resembles a whoopee cushion being sat on repeatedly. And here's the kicker, inflatable furniture is supposed to be portable, right? But the reality is that once you blow up a chair, it becomes a permanent fixture in your home. You can't deflate it every time you need some extra space. It's like making a pact with the air gods, "I shall sacrifice my living room for your inflatable glory." But hey, despite all its ridiculousness, there's something undeniably fun about inflatable furniture. It takes you back to a time when everything was simpler, like when your biggest concern was not accidentally sitting on a rogue thumbtack. In conclusion, inflatable furniture might be a bit ridiculous, but it adds a touch of whimsy to our lives. So, the next time you see someone sitting on an inflatable couch, just remember, they've made peace with the fact that they're one loud noise away from a surprise flight to the moon. Thank you, and remember, life is like inflatable furniture, unpredictable, sometimes uncomfortable, but always an adventure worth laughing about. Tonight, we're going to talk about something that has been floating around in the world of furniture, and that's inflatable furniture. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always been a bit suspicious of anything inflatable. It's like the furniture is trying to convince us that it's comfortable, but deep down, it knows it's just a glorified beach toy. I mean, who wants to sit on something that sounds like you're being eaten by a swarm of angry rubber ducks? And let's not forget about the setup process. You buy this inflatable couch thinking it's going to be quick and easy to inflate, but no. You're suddenly transported back to your childhood, struggling with a tiny pump that has about as much power as a hummingbird on a sugar rush. You're there, huffing and puffing, while your furniture mocks you with every squeaky noise it makes. But let's say you do manage to inflate the darn thing. Congratulations! You can now sit on a piece of furniture that's basically an air-filled balloon with delusions of grandeur. It's like sitting on a yoga ball that thinks it's a fancy armchair. And forget about moving around gracefully on it. You make one wrong move, and you're suddenly bouncing around the room like a kangaroo on a trampoline. And let's not even get started on the durability of inflatable furniture. Have you ever seen a kid with a sharp object near one of those things? It's like watching a disaster waiting to happen. Pop! There goes your couch, and suddenly you're left with a sad deflated mess in the middle of your living room. But I will admit, there is one upside to inflatable furniture. It's a great way to test your friendships. Invite a friend over, offer them a seat on your inflatable sofa, and watch as they try to gracefully lower themselves onto it without looking like they're auditioning for a wobbly acrobatics show. It's the ultimate trust exercise. If your friendship survives the inflatable furniture test, it can survive anything. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, inflatable furniture is a testament to the human desire for convenience and the sheer ridiculousness of our attempts to make everything portable. So, the next time you see someone lounging on an inflatable couch, just remember, they're one stray thumbtack away from a very embarrassing situation. Thank you and good night.
And that wraps up another laughter-filled episode of Not So Funny A. If you enjoyed the jokes generated by our AI algorithms, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our comedy-loving community.